In this video, we'll go over all the WoW news from the past week and try to compress it into a bite-sized video. The weekly event for this week is Bonus Dungeon Event. The Archaeology Bi-Weekly is for the Warby Tumpkins pet. The Pilgrim's Bounty Holiday is going on this week, and over until next week as well. Remember, Pilgrim's Bounty gives a 10% rep buff, which will stack with the 15th anniversary rep buff. Blizzard launched the Guild and Community Finder randomly last week. What this does is allow you to browse other guilds and communities and sort them by RP, PvP, rating, etc. And a great thing about this is you can browse other guilds while still in a guild. Blizzard announced that the mighty Caravan Brutosaur will be going away in Shadowlands and be moving to the black market auction house. So you only have until Shadowlands in order to buy the Brutosaur, which cost 5 million gold, if you want to get one before it gets a lot rarer. And now on to some more miscellaneous things. Encounters that involve Nezhat will drop 10 item level higher loot than all the other bosses in the raid. The legendary Cloak on the 8.3 PTR has been given a main stat prop once it reaches rank 6, so it looks like it'll be more than just a stat stick that reduces your corruption. In 8.3, you're going to be able to transmog your legendary weapons and armor, which seems to be a little bit earlier than Shadowlands. They're also going to be releasing a new infinite Augment rune, which is going to cost so much gold to buy that you're probably still better off just buying the consumables. Blizzard announced they're going to be trying to add the best Azerite trait to every piece of Ny'alotha Azerite armor. So for some classes and specs, they probably got the one correct. Looking at the Discipline Priest one specifically, they did choose one that all Disc Priests choose, but they only want that trait literally one time because it doesn't stack. So I don't want this on all 3 of my Azerite pieces, but I do want at least one of them. This is making me think probably some other classes and specs have a similar trait where, yes, it's always picked, but, only one time. And that's kind of the case with the Disc Priest. The Shadow Priest one is a little bit more fair. It has one that you want on all of your Azerite traits. So I think they probably hit the mark on some, probably not on others, like the Disc Priest one. And finally, they announced that the rewards from the Mythic Plus Dungeons in Season 4 will go up to plus 15 keystones instead of just plus 10, as currently, the rewards only scale until you go to a plus 10 dungeon. And then anything past that doesn't really give you better rewards, but they're going to increase that to plus 15, as well as making the Mythic Plus Dungeons harder. Or, harder, they're going to scale them up by like 45%. So they're going to be more difficult and also drop better gear if you're able to do them at plus 15. And I think they said it's equivalent to Mythic level rating gear. Alright, now it's time for the weather report with DevBot the Weatherbot. How's the weather out there, DevBot?
Before a movie starts at a theater, it's just 60 people sitting in the dark eating pon.
Good stuff. Anyways, with that, I'll see you all next week.